What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Certainly not. How shall we who died to sin live any longer in it? You know, once you've given your life to God and to Christ, and you gotta live as a new man. You're living your life for God. It's not your life anymore. It's not your wife anymore. That's not my wife. That's God's bride.
It wasn't to begin with.
It wasn't to begin with. You're right. But when we're living in sin, everything is ours. It's ours. You know why? Because that's a Satan. That is the tricks that Satan plays on us. God put us here to worship Him. Worship Him. That's it. That's all.
His pleasure.
Yeah, we were made here for His pleasure. So that we can say, God, you know, I look outside at nighttime after I walk my wife to the car because she works nights. And I look at the stars and the moon and the trees. And I hear the coyotes. And I'm like, man, God, you're awesome. You are amazing. And a scientist wants me to believe that some stars said, boom, and it up. Come on now. Do you know that every single element that's in this earth is already in you? Every one. That's why when they do drug testing and different testing, chemical testing, they have to allow for what amount's already going to be in you because it's already there. Because God formed us from the dust of the ground. Everything that's in earth is in us. Why? Because a star exploded? Come on. You know, and science is supposed to be something that can be proven. I'm sorry. In my lifetime, I've never seen a scientist prove that a star exploded and made anything. It just don't. It burns out. Okay? But I'll tell you what. God exploded. God come down here and exploded. He lived His life showing us how to live and exploded. You know? There's a deal. The chances of all the prophecies in the Bible being fulfilled the way that they were is like having the state of Texas full of quarters and you being able to go find the one. That's the odds of it. You know? In Romans 6:4, it says, therefore we were buried with Him through baptism into death. That just as Christ was raised from the dead by glory to the Father, even so we also should walk in a newness of life. You know, again today, I walked into a classroom different from before. People just look at me like, man, this guy here, he's just, whoo! They said something. I said, well, you know what that is? It was math class. That's what it was.